Hello, welcome to Hochanda, welcome to the One Day Special. We've got a brand new launch for you. I'm absolutely delighted to be launching the One Day Special. It's the Pergamano show. Of course, we've got Barbara back. Barbara, it's been such a busy day for you today.
It's been crazy.
It has.
And before we begin, I do want to wish Linda Williams all the very, very best.
Oh.
She's poorly, she's not doing well, and so it's befallen me to launch her book. But she'll be watching. I know she'll be watching.
Hi, Linda.
So we wish you all the very, very best, Linda, and I'll speak to you after the show.
Yes, we certainly do. Now, Barbara, I've had a sneaky peek at the One Day Special, at the new book. It is
beautiful.
Incredible. It really is.
It's so beautiful. Linda has really, really outdone herself. You know, this is a book, it is volume 2 of the multi-needle books, and she's just done a fantastic job. It's the most beautiful thing. Can we have a look at it?
Let's do that. Let's do that. Now then, of course, this is book number 2.
This
so
is book number 2.
1, how long ago since
I think
book
it was probably 2 years ago now.
Wow.
2 years. And when you see, I mean, it took a long time to put this together, but you'll see here, this is
There's
Linda.
Linda.
She's gorgeous. And the book is the same format as the previous book, except it's about 80 pages more.
Okay.
There's a lot more pages. She demystifies the art of multi-needle tools, this lacework. You know that beautiful lacework that that Parchers achieve. Well, Linda, she's there are two master Pergamano tutors in the world, and Linda is one of them.
Wow.
And so this is quite an exceptional book. The first few pages are already, they're a repeat of what was in the first book.
Okay.
So that if you buy either or,
yeah,
the first few pages are identical, because otherwise you need this. This is like...
I understand.
Yeah, we have to have that.
Yeah.
But then what you'll find is, then we go into new tools.
Okay.
And so this is, for example, a new tool, Pico V, small. This is, more will be revealed later, but the way that the book is actually put together is you have a sampler, actual size, all the different possibilities, just not all, just a brilliant selection of how to use one little tool and all the different possibilities, right? Then here it will tell you a little bit about the tool, and then on this side, this is the pattern. This is what you photocopy, and this is what you use. And that's my job today, is to show you how to use this. It is a handbook. This is a handbook.
Okay.
It's to be used. It's to be written on.
So the patterns that you photocopy, you actually punch through those.
You perforate straight through them.
I see.
And that way your book stays pristine, your pattern stays pristine, and you can use it ad infinitum. Now, at the front, you've got all the tools.
Okay.
I'll flick through quickly. Right, that's a beautiful. I'll be doing that one tomorrow morning, the semi-square. And then there's a little bit about cutting, and then we go into now this is so clever. So now we go into her projects, and let me show you, for example, one of the things that this book is all about celebrations. So we've got birthdays, we've got weddings, we've got engagements, all the different occasions, every single project. How many projects are there? I think there are...
Oh, I think we've got... Is it 18 in this one? I believe
there are
it's 18 in the new book.
So, for example, you've got the picture, the project. Then this is what I found really, really excellent. On this side here, can we see this? Yeah. This is really brilliant. So you can see which tool. This is the almond tool that's been showcased. And on the sampler, you know what I showed you earlier on in the beginning of the book? It shows you exactly which piece of the sampler we're using of the almond tool. So you can see exactly which part is being applied, which I think is fantastic. And then you get the step-by-step, so it shows you exactly how to build it up. You just read the instructions, and then you even get the pattern actual size. And all you do is photocopy that, put the parchment down on it, perforate through, and it shows you exactly. So it's all there for you. And then you go to the next one. And it is just incredible, and it tells you exactly which tool, tells you how it's done, which part of the sampler, so you can look at it in large, go back again, samples, and it's the same format.
This is just amazing.
Yeah.
So you've got 18 full projects there, but you can take elements from each project and make things in your own designs as well. Oh, all the information about all of the tools that you're going to need. Do you know, that is incredible. No wonder it's taken so long to put together.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know, we're off to a busy start. Barbara,
Are we?
We've already lost 15% of the stock. 15% of the stock has already gone.
Wow, okay.
We've got queues
Right,
on the phone. You
moving
can
on.
see that banner again at the bottom of the screen. Phone lines are
Oh, here
very
we go.
busy. If you can go to the website,
watching,
please
Linda.
do. Yes, Linda, we are thinking about you. I'm sure you're watching us. Details there, but we have more for you. We're going to see this book, of course, throughout the shows, but because it's volume number 2 and you're using different tools, of course you need the tools to go with the book. So, of course, here we are. Now, we have got various bundles for you, but first of all, I'm going to give you the details for the new tool set. These are the tools that are going to go with volume 2. You can see the details on the screen. There's a saving of £18 here. There is a flexi-buy option as well. 2 payments of £37.48. You are getting the tools number 2 to 11. These are your multi-needle tools, don't forget, your multi-needle tools. There you can see everything. The Pico V small tool, the medium tool, the large tool. You've got your angle tool, your cross tool, your 4-in-4 tool, your heart tool, your almond tool, your moon tool, your semi-square tool, and your star point tool. Wow. Now on the back of the packages, and you can see down the screen, all of the shapes that you can create with these tools are there on the back of the screen, so that makes it very, very clear. It is a great way of showing what's actually in the packaging there, but that's a great guide to keep going back to. So if you are wanting to extend and go on to your own designs as well, you can see exactly what you're getting from each tool.
And the thing is, if you've got this book, then these are the tools that are covered in this book.
Of course, yeah.
So the marvellous thing is that as you work your way through your handbook, you go from tool to tool.
Yes.
And it really does work like that. I mean, I've been preparing for this show and I've learnt so much just by reading the first few pages. And then, like I say, Linda demystifies it and she just breaks it down to its simplest point. And there is nothing that isn't explained in here, which is so cool.
It's just incredible, it really is. So there we have the tools on their own, but we do have more for you. Now the saving, as you can see, is £18 if you go for the tools on their own. But, of course, you want the option, don't you, to go for the book and the tools together. And most of you have found this and you're already going for it. Over 10% of the stock has gone.
Oh, right.
So look at this, new today. Now you are going to keep the savings that you're already getting on the tools, which is £18. You're also going to get the £10 saving on the book, which is the one-day special. If you're a Freedom member, you're getting a further saving as well. So the two together, look at this for a Freedom price, £85.45.
That's very good.
And a flexi-buy option as well. Now we can put this down into 3 payments for you. 3 payments of £28.48. Now you do the sums. £10 saving on the book, £18 saving on the tools, and a Freedom saving as well.
Wow.
Just think about it.
Wow, and it's logical. It's a logical.
Yeah.
If, like me, you've reached a point. I did when Linda brought out the first book. I reached a point where I wanted to learn how to do that lace work.
Yes.
And I've so enjoyed preparing for this show. Believe it or not, you know, because I'm not a natural parcher. I'm a natural stamper. But when you know, Linda and I talked, and she said, I'm not well enough. I said, it's all right, I can do this. I can do this thing. And I've really enjoyed, genuinely. At first I was a little bit dreading it because, you know, she's a hard act to follow, isn't she?
Oh, she certainly is.
The good thing is, if I can do it, then that means most people can do it.
Yes.
That's the bottom line, if not everybody, you see? That's the key, isn't it?
And the work that is achieved by Linda and the team, of course. I mean, just this one sample here that we can see
that's
at
in
the
the
back
book.
of the book there. Just let's have a look at this. Look at that. That is absolutely stunning.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Absolutely amazing work. You could be achieving something like this. Now that I can tell you, already 20% of the bundle has already gone. So the tools and the book together, very, very busy indeed. There's the details still on the screen for you. 418273 is the item number. Just think about those savings you're making. That is the best option. Now we are aware that some of you out there, maybe of your traditional parchers, you may already have some of the tools. That's why we're splitting this down so you've got the options. But we do have more as well. If you did, like myself, miss out on volume number 1, you can get that. Now we've got a bundle here with volume number 1 and number 2 together. So this is what you're seeing on screen now. A £10 saving here as well, £34.98, so you're getting both of the books, 794,274.
Can I just interrupt?
You
just
can.
Politely. The book, the retail price on the new book is actually £29.99. It's £30. And the retail price on the old book is £25, like £24.99.
Okay, yeah.
So in actual fact, independently, the RRP of these two would be £55, isn't it? It's about 54 something.
Yeah.
So what are we on? There you go. I rest my case. I just
What
wanted to point out.
What can we say? Now, book number 1, volume number 1, we did say it earlier, but just so everybody knows, there's a few less pages, and that's why the original price was a little bit less, because there's less pages in it, but you've still got 108 pages in here.
There's still 108 pages,
12 projects,
and you've still got the beautiful projects, and it's still the same. Look, this is gorgeous. So this is project difficulty 1, right? But the thing is, when you start to work on this, you see exactly. Hang on, let's go backwards. So this one is using the 2-needle bold tool, and Linda just goes through it. But this is the best bit, is that she shows you from the sampler at the front exactly which part of the sampler we're using. I found that invaluable. This page is all you need, you know. And then the instructions are just fantastic, really. It really is something else. I think that if I was having worked my way through both books, in part, not the second one I haven't finished yet, but I would say that this is certainly the easier of the, you know, they're in this order for a reason.
Yeah,
definitely.
I can see that.
I think the tools in this book are easier to handle than some of the tools in this book. This is like,
but this is why it's so good, Barbara, to have the different options. So someone, you know, this has been out before volume 1, so some of you may have that. Now you can go for volume number 2 with the new tools that go along with it if you haven't already got them. But for someone who's seeing this for the first time, if you want to go for both of the books and start your journey, this is the ideal time. So there we go. Just once again, the details there, 794,274. This is going to give you volume 1 and volume 2. Now then, of course, if you are starting the journey, you haven't got the tools for volume number 1, so we've got to give those to you as well. Let's talk about those next. So these are the tools that, you know, these are the ones that you need for volume number 1. These are all the tools that are included.
And you can see at a glance that these are like the meat and 2 veg, aren't they?
Yeah.
These are the ones that you can see, can't you, exactly, the complexity. There are certainly less needles in these tools than there are in volume 2, for sure.
Yes, fantastic. So all these options available, another £10 saving on this bundle, 2 payments of £24.58. If you want to take that flexi-buy option, of course, 083153 is the item number. Now, there's something else coming up now, and if you've been collecting your tools, or if you're starting the journey, you're going to be excited about the next item. Wow. The Pergamano Tool Caddy, brand new today. This looks so sleek, Barbara.
It is so nice. I've got my own, okay? The team, we all got one for Christmas a couple of years ago.
Oh, wow.
And now there are 51 tools. So if I just raise this gently, you can see just from here how it works. You can see, if you take that away,
I'll take that box away so
there
we
you
can
are.
see better.
And you can see now that there are 2 levels to this, and the tools sit in the bottom, but they're all embossed on the front. It's a work of art, really. It takes us a long time to make these. They're all
Do you know,
finished by hand.
In itself, it is very stylish, but of course everything's been thought about. So you're not randomly putting those tools away. No. Everything's in a particular order.
You can relocate them,
of course.
And that really helps, because otherwise you just spend ages looking. But here you can see exactly which tools you've got. All the ball tools are at the front, then the perforating tools, then the real multi-needle tools are at the back. It's very, very comprehensive.
Now I have a question, Barbara,
Yes,
because I've just noticed that there's 4, 2 at the top end, 2 at this side, with no little
nothing
sign.
on.
Is that because there may be new tools to come out in the future?
Maybe there are new tools to come in the future. And also, like for me, I put my blending tool in there, you know, or pencils, or my eraser.
That's a good idea.
Mine hasn't got this many holes.
Interesting. Now I'm just going to pop that box back there for now. Now then, $24.99 is the price for that 826566. I think a lot of you are going to be very excited to see that, but we haven't finished yet. Oh, I so want this. I so want this. I'm trying to justify the fact that I could buy myself a really nice Christmas present here, Barbara, because look what you can get. You can get the tool caddy with the tools included. 51 tools in total. Wow. These are all the tools that are available to date.
Yes, that's all of them.
Wow.
And I have to say, you know, if you're building up your set, I mean, we've been using the Pergamano show, haven't we, in a bag?
Yeah.
You know, and we've been building up the pink bag. But what, for me at home, this is what I use because it's static. I don't travel with this. This sits where I work. And it is a pleasure to use because it's just so classy. And you can see at a glance what you've got as well. So there we are. That is the full.
Do you know
what a Christmas present.
Exactly. Get your family to club together and get this. If you can't afford to treat for yourself, 3 payments of £99.98. We can split it over those 3 payment options for you. 733567. Oh wow, I'm going to tell you as well, already 10% of the stock has gone on this item. Now, we do understand it is an investment piece for you. You know, we're talking quality tools here, we're talking history here in parchment.
We are. This is Pergamano. I mean, we bought Pergamano a couple of years ago, didn't we? Well, it was offered to us and we grabbed it with both hands because, of course, the Groovi, we developed the Groovi system, but we'd developed that system in deference to Pergamano because, to our mind, we didn't feel that we wanted to reinvent the wheel or the tool.
Yes.
And so we developed the Groovi system with this in mind. And what was so brilliant was when the owner of Pergamano then came to us and said, would we like to buy it? Wow, we never saw that coming. No. And what's really cool is when now we own the company, we've been able to change some things, develop some new tools. We still have a great relationship with the original Pergamano owners, and we still ask them for advice. We still get the tools made in Holland. Why would we deconstruct something? You know, but what's so wonderful is that we still have that harmonious relationship with these guys, but we're able to develop more and more now, which is great, you know, and they have, and having Linda Williams and these Pergamano queens on our team. You know, Linda developed several of these tools. She designed them, and so what we're going to show you in a minute when we go back to the demo area, the first 3 tools are the tools that Linda and we put together ourselves, which is really great.
Oh, you know. I can't wait to see those, but I'll tell you what, if you can stretch to this, as I say, if you really want these and, you know, your family are looking to a way to buy your Christmas present, ask them to club together and get this for you. You are not going to be disappointed. 51 tools. To date, every tool that's available. Now, I'm just going to hold this up as well, Barbara, because this is interesting. Now, obviously, this is a checklist, and you said to me earlier on, it doesn't matter which set you're buying, even if it's just got 1 tool,
doesn't matter,
or just a handful of tools, you're going to get this list. This is your checklist. Now, what you can see here is the guide to all those different types of tools there, so you can just tick off as you need to. Obviously, you're going to get this in, I presume, with this caddy as well, full of the 51. So you're just going to tick the whole lot straight away.
But say it's like one big tick.
One big tick, right across there.
But if it's a nice guide. Say you just invest in the 11. Then you tick the 11. And then you know, oh, right, well, I need to get these and these. So it's a collect the set kind of, otherwise you know, got it, ain't got it, ain't got it. You know, that kind of thing we used to do.
Exactly. It's great to have that guide there. Right, final time for the details for now on this fantastic piece. 3 payments of £99.98. The item number is there on the screen for you. You can find everything on the website, of course, as well. Now, we've got one more item to tell you about. We've got some brand new plates. Now, I can tell you we're already busy on these as well. These are absolutely beautiful. Now, I know we've got some inspiration coming up, but let me just give you the details for these. £15.98 is going to get you these. These are designed by Linda. 050242 is the item number. You're going to get both of these, the robin wreath and the red cardinal wreath. They are gorgeous. Wait until you see the inspiration that we've got for you. That's coming up. And as always, the design team have done the most incredible job. Let's have a look at this. Wow, we are so busy. We really are. But we are here at demonstration area. We're going to have another look at the book and, of course, talk you through the book as well and show you a few other items as well. You can see the details on the screen still for those plates there, the robin wreath and the red cardinal. Now, just to let you know that the tools in volume 2, Barbara, these are the tools that have been used to create the beautiful samples we saw in the video there, aren't they, as well?
That's exactly right. We thought that these beautiful birds, Christmas birds, the cardinals and the robins, Linda designed them, and then we gave them to the design team and we invited them to wrap the new tools around artwork, because we didn't want to just show all Linda's samples, because that's why you're buying the book, so that you've got these fantastic projects. So the idea was to be able to enjoy what the tools look like when they're wrapped around another design.
Yes.
And these two Christmas plates are just glorious.
They are
absolutely glorious.
Beautiful. They are absolutely
so
beautiful.
That's why we did a VT. We did the video with these new plates. Even though I'm going to focus on the tools.
Yeah.
That's.
Well, we are very busy for the plates. We're busy across the board. We absolutely are. Now then, Barbara, you've got volume 2 in front of you.
I've got
this
volume
is the one-day
2.
special.
Yeah.
Can we have another little look through this book?
Yes, I think it's a good idea. In the beginning of the book, what we've got here, and I sat down last night and I spent half an hour just reading the first 20 pages.
Yeah.
I think it was so, just to give me, just to refresh my mind.
Okay.
And it tells you exactly the sequence, how to hold the tool, which sequence, shallow perforating, then flipping over, which side to work from, for example, how to squeeze the patterns into a certain area. Linda shows you how to make a needle tool border fit. Then, for example, how to emboss within lace work, these wonderful little dots, how that works. Then this, I'm going to show you. It looks so pretty, and it's so. I taught myself how to do this. Then this one, for example, the multi-needle tools. What's brilliant is that you can take the same pattern here and make it look completely different by varying your cutting or your white work. Do you see what I mean?
That, you can't. I would, if you hadn't have said that, then Barbara, I would have thought I was looking at 3 totally different things.
Yeah, it's the same. It's the same tool. Isn't that great? And then here, for example, this is where she completely just gives you everything she knows. So now, for example, the Pico V, this is one of the new ones that Linda designed. We had a conversation.
Okay.
And I'm gonna fast forward. Right, we've got Pico V small.
Okay.
We've got Pico V medium, so it's the same one, just got a couple more needles. And then we've got Pico V large, so we've got 1, 2 and 3.
Okay.
Now, the reason these were born was it was so interesting is because I was looking at the angle tool. And I wanted to do that really lovely. Let's have a look at this and you'll see what I'm talking about. Can we just go to the actual original? Here, look. Let's have a look.
Wow, look at this.
I want you to go to the angle tool. Right, because this is how the Pico V's... Now this here right? I looked at the Pico V's and I thought, oh, that's how I'm going to get those lovely, lovely Picos, you know, like the little diamonds. And then when I cut it, I thought, well, that's not what I want. I don't want a turret. I said to Linda, this isn't what I'm after. That doesn't enchant me. I wanted the lovely V. So Linda said, let me go away and think about it. So then she said, how about, oh, look at that. Look at the difference. So what she did, if you actually look at the needle, what she did was she took the top needle out. So if we go to this one here, you can see now suddenly we've actually got a proper... Do you see the difference?
Yes.
It doesn't look like a castle turret.
No, it doesn't.
It actually now, let's look at the small one. See whether it's small, medium or large. But you can see now we've actually got the little laces. That's what I wanted, was this lovely V. And what I was getting was a castle turret. So I said to Linda, not over the moon with the angle tool, Linda, if I'm honest. I said, this isn't really cutting it for me. And so she came back with these. And when you actually look at the tools, these are the 4 that I want to show you. You see, you'll get it. Let me just show you this. If you look at, where can we go? If I hold it like that, I'm sure you'll understand.
Right, we'll get that. If you just hold those still, Barbara, we'll get those for you.
Right, now, can you see this? This is the angle tool, which was the one that I was...
Okay.
Now, have a look at these 3 and you'll see that the top needle's missing. You see how the... And we've got 1 in the middle. Sorry, that's the small one. 1, 2, and... Sorry, 1, 2 and 3.
Yeah.
So that's small, I can't see from where I am. Medium.
Yeah. And
then large is 3.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how it works.
There's a definite difference, isn't there, when you look at it like that?
Especially when you perforate.
Yeah.
So I want to show you how these work. Yeah.
So what you're saying, Barbara, then, these were born under your...
Since we took over
Pergamano.
Yeah.
These weren't available until you took over. These are brand new tools since you took over.
These are brand new. The angle tool, no, because I took the angle tool and when I started working with it, I was like, this isn't what I was after.
Yeah.
Doesn't cut it.
Yeah.
Looks great until you cut it, and then when you cut it, it turns into a castle turret rather than a lovely V. And so Linda, because we're dear friends and we love each other dearly, I said to her, Linda, what can we do to turn it into that lovely lace that I'm after? See, because I'm not a parcher, so I knew that there must be a way around it. So she put a thinking cap on, Bob's your uncle.
Wow.
Off we go. So it's great when, you know, isn't it lovely when you can do things like that?
Isn't it just?
So I'm going to show you. So see the castle turrets here, look.
Okay.
I mean, really, that wasn't what I wanted. You get it? And so that's why when we look at the V's, now they really look like proper diamonds. And that's what I was after. So, and then you go, let's flash through. Ah, look at this. See now,
oh, no,
I know.
Look at that.
Look at that. Now, and it's, you can do it. It's not, I mean, easy is a strong word, but look, a 4 in 4. And it shows you exactly, if you look, let me show you the hearts and almonds. This is a good one to look at.
Oh, wow.
So you look at the hearts and almonds, the perforating tools, and then over here, it's exactly the same here, except Linda shows you exactly, look, 1 needle, 2 needle, perforate, emboss and cut. It tells you exactly how to handle.
Do you know, I don't think this could have been done any clearer, Barbara.
No.
It's just incredible how this has been set out.
So I want to show you the one I'm going to do tomorrow because I'm really excited about this. The semi-square, right? Now have a look at this. So you see that? I see this often on artwork and I think, how can I do, it must be, everyone's doing it, why can't I do it? Now, so this is the pattern, right? This is what it's supposed to look like. The semi-square tool shows you exactly, the red is where I cut out, the black is where I perforate from the front and the grey is where I emboss. Then I turn it over, I've got the pattern. I photocopy, literally, I photocopy the patterns that I'm going to use.
Okay.
And then and that's what we're going to do. And then when you do this, you pick the bits you want and that's how you arrive at this, which is fantastic.
Yeah, so these are your samplers in this folder here then.
Yeah, these are the original ones, but you've always got the sampler to look at.
Yes.
So all you do is you flick back and you go, all right, so that's what it's supposed to look like. There's your pattern. That's that bit there, right? So you photocopy this. Say that's in the that's tomorrow morning, and then you just perforate and off you go. So what I wanted to do to start with was to keep it really simple. I thought we'd start with the angle tool.
Okay.
The very first where I wanted to do the V. Yeah.
But you've got turrets.
And I've got turrets. And I thought, I don't want turrets. But isn't it lovely that you can change it?
Again, Barbara, I'm just absolutely. It was such a lovely day today. I had 2 fantastic hours with you earlier, and already my mind is just going 10 to the dozen, and I can see why so many people are falling in love with this craft, with this art, because that's what it is. It is an art, and to have somebody like Linda on board to create something like this. The instructions in this book are just so clear. I can see straight away, and I haven't done really any traditional parching, but just as you're flicking through that book then, I can see how this is all coming together.
It's clear, isn't it?
I can see how much enjoyment anybody's going to get and how easily it's going to start falling into place as you go through.
And I think the thing is, it's not complicated.
No.
If I break it down now simply, right, so we're going to take the parchment, a piece of A5 parchment, and the first thing I'm going to do is wipe it with a tumble dryer sheet on both sides. And the reason I'm doing that is because in a minute, I'll show you, when I want to do my embossing, once you've perforated it, it's very difficult to do that, right? Because then it gets rough.
Okay.
And I'm going to take it right from the beginning. Let's pretend there's somebody watching and thinks, I fancy having a go at this.
Okay.
Right, so we've got the starter kit, and in the starter kit we get the thingamajig, the nested square.
Yes.
Right, so we've got that, and then we need, let's just humour me here. So I'm going to take my Groovi tabs, and I'm just going to start, because in the end this is what you're going to use. I'm just going to use a sampler to get going.
Okay.
And then from the starter kit I'm going to take my tools, right? And I'm just going to make this is key, this thing, the Groovi guard is a real important thing to use when you're, and then you just, whatever you fancy doing, like let's say, you know, if you wanted to do those lovely birds,
yes,
so you'd decide which frame you want to use, right? I'm just going to do this because let's say, for example, I'm just doing a tester. I'm not sure what I'm doing.
Okay.
I just need a line to work along, don't I? So once I've done that, and you know what, if we're going to, then once I've done that, then I've got something to work towards, and that's the bottom line. It's just a practice. It's just a practice, isn't it? Right. So that's the first thing you've got. So now let's practice. So I'll take that away. And next thing I want to do is start perforating. So I'm going to take my practice sheet, I just want to show you, and let me take my angle perforating tool. Right?
Wonderful. And of course, when you photostat these from the book, you can save that in a file, so you can just keep printing those out, can't you, when you need them?
So here, for example, here are my patterns. So if I've got this in here, and I take this out, let me just show you. And then somebody goes down the post office and photocopies or scans, whatever's easier. See, and then these are the ones for the Pico Small. I've got them; they're ready to go.
Yes.
For the next one, I've done it.
Yeah.
So I've got a lifetime supply, because you don't have to, it's not just one use only. You go and go and go until they disintegrate.
Yeah.
But I've got all my photocopies are all ready to good to go.
Right,
and
that's a great idea actually, to do the whole lot, so you've got them to hand.
And then you haven't got to
you've got that out of the way then, and you can just go straight there and crack on with the job.
And I've got it for both books, see? So that's really useful to just do it, you know, and then they're done. Give them to the husband, take him to work.
Give him a job to do, let him go and do that
there
bit.
you are. So now, let's say, for example, I'm ready to go. And then if I take my, I'm going to start perforating now.
Okay.
So I need this soft mat.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And this is the black Pico cutting mat.
Okay.
Right. When you perforate to begin with multi-needle tools, if you go in too deep, there's a chance that you'll tear all the parchment. So you go through to here, and you can't go further than that. In fact, you're not going to go that far anyway. And have something hard underneath, like that, or a piece of card, or something that you don't go through. Right, and we're working from the front when we perforate. So if this is my angle perforating tool, I have to decide now which tool I want to, which pattern I want to do. You see? And then I'm going to attach that to my. Are we on this? Can you see what I'm doing? And then you're going to attach that to there, like so.
There you go, Barbara.
Right.
I'm just going to give everybody the details for the Pico foam. You can see it at the bottom of the screen, 999 035 206. Do keep an eye out at the bottom of the screen and at the side of the screen for various different details and information. We want to give Barbara as long as possible, so just keep an eye out for those details. So
what I'm doing now is, forgive me for fast forwarding, I just wanted to show you where I'm getting my lines from to begin with. Okay, so now I've already, let's say this is the piece I want to use. In my pattern, that's the one I'm after, is this pattern here. I just want to show you. And so I've done a little bit of work already on this, but let me just show you. If I wanted to extend, do you see what I mean? Yeah. If I want to extend my work, then I've done these round this corner. Let's say I want to go a bit longer, then let's just do it, you see? So I'll hold it like so, and then I'll attach it. Let me just take my Groovi tabs. They work the best because you can use them again and again. So I'll take my work now and I'll attach it, bearing in mind, you just hold it over. My head's not in the way, is it?
Not over the, you're all right there, Barbara. We can see where you're going to be working.
Thank you. So we're going to do that, and then what you're going to do is take your time. This is the key. Most important ingredient, Groovi guard. Because that, especially, I mean, this tool's only got like 5 needles, so it's not so savage. But when you've got like 10 or 12 needles, then it becomes even more important. So let's say, for example, now I'm going to take my tools like that, and then I'm going to shallow perforate. And I can't go any further because I'm hitting that. Right? So I'm just shallow perforating. Then I'm going to take my tool again, go in here. Can you see this all right? I locate that one in there, and I'm just perforating. Look, like that, in there, like so, and then like so. So I lean over until I'm happy, then I come over like so, until I can see all the needles are located over the black. Don't you see what I'm doing?
Yes.
And then down. And I'm not going to press until I'm in the right place.
Okay.
So this way I can, and I'm going straight through the pattern, look.
Yeah.
But I'm working from the front. Right, so now I've done that, then what I'm going to do next, we're all right for time, aren't we?
We've got plenty of time, I think, at the minute. We may have to pause in a little while, Barbara, but you're all right at the minute. How long have we got left, Meg? 20 minutes left.
Oh, right. So let's say I've done that now. Right, can we see that?
Yeah.
So then the next thing I want to do, whatever I do, is I've got to do the white work. So I'm going to take my sponge away and I'm going to take my pink mat. My pink mat is brilliant for this. And now I'm working on the back. So I flip over and I've shallow perforated.
Yes.
And then I'll take, this is where I need my ball tools.
Right, okay.
And the object to the exercise, if we look at what I've already done, let me just flip this over, you'll see where what I've done here. If we take the ball tools, I'll take the number 3, just bear with me 1 minute, the number 3 and the number 1, the 1.5, there we are. Right.
Okay.
Now working from the back, the object to the exercise is to, you see how the line becomes one with the triangle?
Yes, yeah.
That's the key.
Okay.
So when I turn this over now, the first thing we're going to do is just turn over here. I'm going to just gently, everybody, you find your own skill set. For me, the number 1.5 is ideal for this. And I'm just going to take, where's my,
what are you looking
Groovi
for,
guard, here it is. Right, sorry, Groovi guard. It's only because I don't want to lean all over the artwork, you see. So what I'm going to do is just gently come in like so, and because I'm leaning on here, on the soft mat, I can emboss gently. So I'm going to nudge up like that, right?
That's quite quick to do, isn't it?
Yeah. So you're just going to nudge up like so. So on this side, when I turn it over, you'll see, you see what I'm doing? Where is it? Sorry, there it is.
Just hold it still a second, Barbara, we will find that for you. Right.
Sorry about this.
Where are we going? Just
we're going
to find
here.
Where you've just been.
There
You go.
There
we are.
So you see from the front, you can see that. Now I'll just hold it there, Chris, while I come over again. And now what I'm going to do is turn this round. It's still in the same place. Yeah? That's it. And now I'm going to fill this in. And you'll see, gently does it. You're trying to just break that edge, just gently. You can feel the parchment stretch. And now the same old rules apply as they always apply with white work. You just do it layer at a time.
Okay.
Now you let that rest. Let's go to these ones. I've done this before and you can feel it. As soon as you go back and you let it calm down a little bit, this 1.5 is brilliant for going in. Stay there, and when I turn it over, you'll see how white it is. And this is grey. When I go back again, that will get as white as this does. Right. So once I've done that, let me just stay there a minute. We'll take that out of the way. Then I need to deep perforate.
Okay.
Right, now, so to do that, I need this one again.
Right, so back to the Pico foam.
This time, I'm going to use another layer of foam, a really thick super foam, we call this. Now, that enables me now. The black one's good because I can see what I'm doing. If I did this on white, look, white on white is a real challenge, right? So I'm going to put the black on there so I can see what I'm doing, right? What's important is that I can see, literally, that I can see what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So then I'll take my groovy guard again, and I'm going to hold that over the top. Now, for me, I'm going into my tools here, and I've got a 1 needle fine. So I've got a 1 needle bold over in my stash, and I've got a 1 needle fine. And what I have to do now is make these holes big enough so that I can see them if I want to cut them out. So I'm 1 needle fine on this one, right? That reminds me.
Now this is a point, yes.
There you go.
Oh, can we talk about this now, Barbara?
Can we?
Let's do that.
Yeah, let's do it.
Now then, just a little heads up for you all, there's another item that's available. Now, the original Pergamano tools had caps that were made of a certain type of plastic.
Yeah, and you can hear them. Look, they crack. Look, rubbish.
These are the original before Barbara took over the company. So some of you may have or will have some of the older caps that may have already broken or may break in the future. Now the tools that you've developed since and the tools that you've had manufactured since, you've changed those caps.
We've changed the caps. So now, for example, let me just find you. Yeah, here we go. So this is one of ours.
Yes.
Right, and you can look. Watch
you're
this.
really squashing
that. You can squeeze, and you can squeeze, and you can tread on it, and it will not break. It just goes back to the same shape. It doesn't crack. It doesn't do anything.
That's amazing.
It's amazing. But the thing is that when we bought Pergamano, when we also took on a lot of inventory. Yeah. And so those blister packs, we can't open them all up and change them all.
No.
And so as by and by, they're changing. So what we do is we sell these, like the new ones, for a song. So if you've got brittle caps, then treat yourself to a few of these. We've got a bundle with 20.
That.
I think
that's going to revive your tools for you, isn't it?
Yeah.
Having the new caps on them. So obviously you don't have to do that. If you can get by with the caps and they have cracked and you don't mind, that's fair enough. But if you want to replace them, we have got these, and these are really good value as well. 20 of these, 20 plastic caps to fit those Pergamano tools. $11.96, 603 693. So it's just an option for you. Now then, I'm going to give you a reminder of the one-day special as well. Now remember, the one-day special is the book. This is volume number 2. A third of the stock has already gone. Now $19.99 is the price. There's a saving here of £10. Now you have got, I believe it's 174 pages in this, 18 separate lovely tutorials through there as well, but so much information. You can make those samplers, you can print out those wonderful designs as well, and the tools that you're going to need for them, of course, we've got those available as well, so we're going to give you the details for those. Now if you want to just go for the tools, you certainly can do. 389449 is the item number, and you are going to get that multi-needle tool set, every tool that you'll need for volume 2. We can break this down on that flexi-buy option for you as well. Now most of you, and I'm not surprised, most of you are going for our next option. If you want the book and you want the tools, because obviously they go hand in hand, we can offer that for you as well. Now remember, you've already got a discount on the book. Remember, if you were going for the tools, you were getting a discount on the tools as well. Well, if you're going for the bundle, there's even better news for you, because as a Freedom member, you're getting a discount there as well. So you're keeping those original discounts. We're keeping those for you, not taking them away, but as a Freedom member, you're getting extra. So for £85.45 delivered to your door, that's what you're going to get, the whole lot. And again, you're getting those 3 payments. You can break that down, £28.48 per payment. And I can tell you, this is where it's busiest. Over 40% of the stock has now gone. 418273. Now you can see that gorgeous, gorgeous sample there. But I'm just going to quickly show you 1 or 2 more samples as well. Now remember, you have got all those different projects within the book, and this is what we've got the samples of here, so I'm just going to show you some of them. But once you get going, once you've had a practice, if this is new to you, if this is something that you're using for the first time and you're following the instructions, do that bit of practice, but then you're going to be creating your own beautiful designs as well, taking the instructions from the book, taking those different areas, working with those beautiful styles, those tools that you're going to use for each and every one of these. You are going to be creating the most beautiful projects that you've ever seen. Look at these, not just cards, gift boxes, tags, do you know, beautiful pieces for your home. These are just stunning. Absolutely gorgeous, and there are so many different ways that you can change them with the colours that you use as well. Don't forget, you're going to be educated by the book. The detail, as I say, it's all done by Linda Williams, one of only 2 tutors in the whole world, original tutors for Pergamano. Absolutely gorgeous. There we are, item number 418273. So that's going to get you the book and of course the tools as well. And you can see there on the back of the packaging of the tools, you can see the shapes that you're creating from those. This is just an incredible bundle, isn't it? Gorgeous. Now, we've got some new plates for you as well. These have been very, very busy. Almost a quarter of the stock has already gone. Now, these are by Linda herself. These designs brand new. You can see we've got the robin wreath and the red cardinal wreath there as well. And the tools that you're going to use, the tool set that we've just spoken about, and the details in the book, all kind of wrap around these plates as well. They are gorgeous. I've got a couple of samples in front of me. We've seen them on the video, the inspiration video earlier as well. But these are very, very busy indeed. £15.98, brand new today, 050242, I think it was. There you go, you've already found them. Now, the full stock of tools. What a Christmas present. If you can afford to treat yourself, or maybe get the family to club together, maybe share if you've got a workshop or you've got a group of friends that all do this together. This is an incredible buy. 51 pieces here. That is every tool available to date. You're getting the caddy, you're getting all of the tools there. 30% of the stock has gone. Item number 733567. 3 payments of £99.98. So we can split that down over those 3 payment options for you. Wow.
We're busy.
We are busy. We are very busy.
Right, let me rattle through this
Okay.
then. Okay. I mean, you can't rattle through Pergamano, but let me just show you where we're going next. So just to recap, we made the line, we shallow perforated,
Yes.
we flipped over onto the pink mat,
Yep.
we did white work, then we
Okay.
come back again onto the black mat, but with the white, so we can deep perforate, we call it
Okay.
now. And so what I'm going to do now is take my single fine needle, not my bold, and I'm just going to go back into the holes. Can we see this? Yeah. And you
Yeah.
can just take your time, right? And you're just going to go back and relocate, but you're going to go right down to the base.
Okay.
So I'm going right down, and you'll see that the holes are getting bigger.
Yes.
So once you're happy with your white work, then this is on the front now.
Okay.
And once you've done that, then it's time to cut.
Oh, I see.
See?
Right.
So
okay.
let's say I wanted to cut this. This
Yep.
was the angle tool. So I'm left-handed. So I'm gonna just show you a couple of. Let me just. Actually, it's probably easier if I hold it down like that for you.
Okay.
And then if I go in here, and then I'm gonna hold my scissor over the waist. You see?
Okay.
And then I turn the artwork. I mean, I'm going slowly now, just to show you. But you'll see what's going to happen is, and this is where, you know, I said I ended up with turrets, and I thought, well, I started out with these beautiful little lace triangles, and then all of a sudden, when I actually went to cut them out, I ended up with castle turrets, which is how the PCOVs ended up being born. Now, let me just show you this, and you'll see what I mean. I won't do all of them, but I just want to show you how we ended up with the turrets. And actually, you can see that on Linda's sampler. But if I just cut in here now, let me just show you here. Just cut this bit out, just the bit that I've done, and then you'll see. Look, castle turret, perfect.
Oh, wow.
But definitely castle
just hold
turrets.
that up for the camera? Barbara, there we go. We'll get that now. We can see that.
Do you see what I mean?
I totally understand.
And I thought, well, that's not what I signed up for. Right? So let me just fast forward. So Linda goes away into her little mind temple, and she comes out with these wonderful PCOVs.
Yeah.
Right. So let's go to the medium one. I'm going to fast forward now. I need the one with the number 2 on it, and I want to show you now how we ended up with this. Right. So you know how I explained.
Yeah.
I take my medium pattern.
Yes.
Right.
Yep.
Just to recap. Then I lay my pattern on here. I've already done loads. Look, you can see where I've gone, right? If I want to extend it, look, I just keep going. I've got my pattern here. I just take the piece. This is the particular pattern that I'm after, let's say, here, right? So I hold them in place.
Yep.
I tape it down so it's not going to move while I'm working. I take my Groovi guard, which holds it in place. I take my multi-needle tool. Now we've got more needles going on here. So this is where you'll start to see. So now we go in here, right, and what you'll see is now, because I've already started this job, right, and you'll feel immediately there's more going on here with these tools.
Right, okay.
Do you see?
Yes. You're only actually going into one hole, aren't you, as you're repeating that
I'm going into that one, and that one.
But when you go to the next one, there's just the one.
But you can see how you, so you don't want to get too fast. The neater you do this, the better your work will be when you go to do white work and cutting.
Okay.
But you see how oh yeah, perfect camera work. And then you see you're literally, you're perforating the pattern as well.
Okay.
And then I've got these all over this, right? And then when you take this off here, so you've worked from the front, then when we turn it over, again, how are we doing for time?
We have got, about 4 minutes of it, three to 4 minutes left.
So let me see, so you turn it over and you take your number 3 and your number 1.5. These are Linda's weapons of choice, right? And you can see already, I did some here. And so that's what I've already shown you. And then I can come in here, and the object of the exercise, right, you do it slowly. I've already done a few.
Okay.
And you'll see, the larger the tool, the softer the white.
Right, I understand.
So as you go in, when you go back again, you can go in with a smaller ball tool, and you nudge up to the perforations. And you'll see when you turn it over, it starts to come white. See how it's starting to work? Look, these are the ones I've already done. And if I want to get even whiter, then I just go back over what I've already done. And it really is amazing how much whiter it can go. Look, even that,
it's astounding. It never ceases to amaze me when you flip that back over, how that looks, Barbara.
And now look at this one here in the middle. Right, so this is using the small PCOV, which is great, because we always think that we're going to go in a straight line with them. But Linda's shown me, this is very clever, the number 1, right? Again, I'll take the small, I haven't got to, because when I first looked at this, I'll be honest, I thought, how do I know that the circle's going to be right? I thought, this is tricky. And then I thought, no, it's not, silly. You've got a pattern.
Exactly.
So all you do is, you just...
the design.
So you just line it up on the pattern like that, right? Then you take your Groovi thingies, your Groovi tabs, right? And then you hold it in place, like with the Groovi tabs, like so. And it's great, because you can see where you've already perforated, look. Do you see what I mean? So you pop that in there like so. And then these ones, for example, you join them up. So you're making, so you just make sure you're in the right place, like that. And you're working from the front, see?
Okay, we've got 2.5 minutes, Barbara.
And then when you turn it over, you'll see there's your diamonds.
Yes.
And then you go into the, so it's dead straightforward. Thin black mat.
Yep.
Then pink mat from back.
Yep.
Then ball tool 1.5 and 3. It's not hard once you get into the rhythm. Then this one, look, so that now I've already put my little, I've gone in with my tool like that.
Okay.
Look.
Yeah.
So
you're kind of doing an
I've given myself a bit of an outline, and then I run down like that. And then when I turn it over, see?
Yep.
And then as I go in and I let it rest, it gets whiter and whiter.
How long do you let it rest, Barbara?
Oh, by the time I've gone round,
you can go again.
You go again, yeah.
Amazing.
And then the last thing I want to show you, this one here, right? See this one? Look, This is great. Everybody wants to do this. Right, so you take your one needle fine tool, the one needle fine, and you need a soft mat underneath. So we've done the large. Can I show you this? We've done the large like so.
Yes, yep.
Right.
Oh, that's so pretty, Barbara.
So we've done that. Then we turn it over. And now what I want to do is I'll make it come to me. It's easier. And what I'm going to do is, look, just going to go like that, and then you're going to just pull it out like so. Right, that's what you're doing. This is a scrap, isn't it? This is my... So all I'm doing is go in here, right, and I'm going to pull out. So I'll come out to there, and I'll come out to there. Go slowly.
Yeah.
Look. So you just pull out to the holes, like that, with a one needle fine tool. And then you take your, what's this one? 1.5 will do.
Okay.
And then I'll just pop that on there like so. Make a little dot on that side. And you'll see when I turn this over, right, that's my lines there, right? And then I take my scissors.
Oh, we've got 45 seconds left, Barbara.
There you go. Oh, and I've still got a deep perforate then. So then I take this, I take that. Yeah, because you know immediately there's no way I could see it.
Now, Paul's back at 8 o'clock, isn't he, Barbara?
Paul's back at 8. He can carry on.
We've got the last 30 seconds. We've got the last... You keep working.
I love this.
I'll just give a few more details for you.
And
you
then
keep going.
you just drop them in like so.
Oh, wow.
Look, I just want to show you that if I can do it, then anybody can do it. And then you just, in you go.
Wow.
And then you snip.
Oh, we're just going to watch Barbara snip away as we're being counted out there. Details on the screen for the book and the tool set. That's been very, very busy, as everything has. Don't go anywhere. Good evening, Hochanda.